hey. Okay, listen, today I just want to have some real talk. You probably don't really believe that there's a sustainable way to do an academic career. And I totally get it. We have been raised inside of our academic institutions with models that only include success through overwork or success through burnout, right? Like, how many of our professors did we see burn out? So inside of this culture that glorifies busy, it's easy to understand why we don't really believe that we can have a sustainable academic career, that maybe we are just not cut out for that because, for me, for example, I am not willing to do the amount of glorification of busy that it took to be an academic. Like, I just wouldn't do it that way. I was not going to stay in the job if what it took was overwork, right? So, and what I mean by overwork, by the way, is too much energy put in the job, far too many hours put into the job, right? Like that the career isn't sustainable because it doesn't fit into like a regular human work week. So here's the limiting belief that you need to shift in order to believe that you can have a sustainable career. You need to be able to be on board with, or you need to be able to believe that success can be found even if you're living your career sustainably. So you need to believe that you're going to get the same number, or even, dare you dream, more publications out by creating a career that's sustainable. So a career that doesn't burn you out, right? You need to believe that that a sustainable career will have the good results or the academic achievement that you see coming from people who are working 80-hour weeks. You have to believe, and this is hard to shift this belief, that's what we're talking about in this video, that you working 40 hours or even 35 hours a week and somebody over here breaking their butt to work and working 60 or 80-hour weeks, that you both can have success in your careers. Because most of you believe that the only way to get success, the only way to get that number of publications out, the only way to get those big grants, the only way to get promoted or to get tenure or to get promoted is to do that rat race, kind of like running yourself into the ground that leads to burnout for so many people. So you got to start to shift that belief to believe that sustainability is also a path to success. Because let me give you some real talk that I hope will kind of help you shift that belief. That, overworking, I'm always working model that we see doesn't guarantee you success in academia. So if you were to say to me like, yeah, Kathy, but if I work 80-hour weeks, I'm guaranteed tenure. Maybe, but actually that is not true. It's especially not true for you. It's not true for us. It's not true for women. It's not true for non-binary academics. It's not true for traditionally excluded people inside of academia. All of those groups of people can do the rat race burnout thing and still be denied tenure. And still not get promoted, right? So it's time to say, I'm not going to do it that way. I am going to do it sustainably. I am going to create a career for myself that enriches and fulfills me as a human in a body in the world. So what you need to become, right, in order for you to live out a sustainable career, you need to become an academic and a person who has very highly refined levels of self-trust and self-compassion. That means retraining the voice inside your head, retraining the way you respond to that voice inside your head. Believe her, believe that voice that's telling you the right thing to do, right? That's what self-trust is. And self-compassion is we start to eliminate the voice inside your head that sounds like reviewer number 2, right? And instead, we replace that voice with a self-compassionate voice, a voice that honors your humanity, right? So self-trust and self-compassion are actually skills that you can work on. It's not like you're born with self-trust or you're born with self-compassion, or maybe you are born with them and then you're like socialized out of them, right? By living in the, racist, sexist, patriarchy, ableist capitalism, right? Like you're kind of like, maybe you were born with self-trust and self-compassion, but like they're gone now that we've been interacting with these, with systemic racism and institutions. So like time to go back to those innate skills or those areas that you want to grow, because by growing and learning how to be more, how to listen to your inner mentor, how to develop self-trust and how to develop self-compassion, you will be able to create a sustainable academic career that has just as much outward success by anybody's terms, but most importantly by your terms, right? By your standards. You'll be able to create that for yourself. So I just wanted to end this video by saying a career that fills you up instead of draining you is possible. In fact, it will make your scholarly work so much better. Like, I believe this 1,000%. You will actually have more success if you strive for sustainability in your career than if you just work yourself into the ground. You will be more successful. You'll have more of an impact on your field. You will do the work you do will be at a higher level if you don't overwork, if you don't run yourself into the ground, right? So the first step in creating that for yourself is to learn to manage your publication pipeline in a sustainable way. We have been doing professional development for academics for 6 years. We're headed into year 7 right now, starting in February. And we've learned that the entry point into creating a sustainable career is the publication pipeline. We used to think it was writing. I used to think it was writing. But now I want to say it's the publication pipeline. When you can create a sustainable publication pipeline and the sustainable writing practices that support it, that is the key. That's the first step, the first place to work on, because that will be able to have like this ripple effect of sustainability across your career. A sustainable publication pipeline supported by sustainable writing practices gives you stability. It proves to you in the fastest way that sustainability has good results. It has better results than what you've been doing now. So instead of just trying to publish everything and anything, instead of saying, I'm going to write every day and then not doing it, instead of being knocked down every time some disruptive or derailing event happens in your academic life and in your life, because they're going to continue to happen. If you can't recover from a derailing event, and then you never get your writing done and you never get your publications out, that's what will lead to to not getting promoted or to not, you need to develop the sustainability of writing so that even in the face of derailing events, you know what to do to start up writing again, so that your publication pipeline never is just one big clog, but rather that it flows. So again, we've found in our work with academics that the key to creating a sustainable career is creating a sustainable publication pipeline supported by a sustainable writing practice. And that, my friends, that first step is what we're teaching inside of our Navigate Your Writing Roadmap program. Now, this program has been around since 2017. It's had all the different formats possible. Like really, it's been a course, it's been with coaching, it's been this way, it's been that way, it's been a year. We are coming out with what we think is going to be the most impactful and simple version of this program so that as many people as possible can take that first step to a sustainable career by creating for themselves a sustainable pipeline supported by a sustainable writing practice. We're taking applications for our pilot version of this 12-week program. It's a pilot version because it's our first group. So we're going to definitely be digging in to, how it's going for you. You are going to get to give us all your feedback about how the program is, because we are determined to make this a program that is going to solve your career sustainability problem by helping you with that first step. Now, in the description of this video, or if you're listening to the podcast, in the show notes, you will find 2 links. One is a link to a description of Navigate, when we start, what the program looks like, the call times, all of that. And all the description and some frequently asked questions as well. And then the other thing you'll find is the link to apply. Now, we do have an application process for this program. That's because we're really curating a community where that community curation is actually a big part of the success of our programs. So we want you to apply. We have some criteria there. You can read about it. Send in your application and you will hear back from us within 24 to 48 hours, the application decision. And then we would love for you to enroll. If after you apply and you've been accepted, you have any questions or you just want to talk to a human being about the program, then please, you will get a link. Once you've applied and been accepted, you will get a link to have a 15-minute call with someone from our team just to answer any questions or make sure that the program is a really good fit for you. So I want this for you. I just want this sustainable career for you. And I know that sustainability starts with writing and publishing. You got to shift your beliefs. You got to get on board and believe that sustainability is going to bring you good results. I can tell you, we've taught over 500 academics our method for creating sustainability in your writing and publishing, and they have had great results. So come on over, try our Navigate program, get all the details and apply, and I'll see you inside. Bye.